Hello, welcome back to the Off-Grid family. Anyone who's been following the channel for any length of time will know I'm obsessed with Bluetooth speakers, headphones, all that kind of thing. I use it as a coping mechanism for my pain, so whenever I'm having to do something that's painful for me, which is pretty much everything, I'll listen to audio because I use that to distract my brain a little bit, and you know, it does genuinely help. Crystal was out shopping yesterday and she found these for me. They were supposed to be a Christmas present, but you know, she couldn't help it but give them to me early. So I haven't even opened these up yet, so I'm going to open them up, we'll have a quick look at them, and then I'll do a review over the next few weeks, going through, you know, all the functions, see how it works, see if it works, and hopefully this will be a good idea. She decided to get these because I'm not sure if you can do this, but she said I could have one in each room. So if let's say I'm downstairs, I could have one in the like my workshop area and one in the kitchen or living room area, and it meant I could hear it from wherever I was in the house. I'm not sure if that's how they work at all. I haven't even looked at them, but let's get into it, shall we? Let's get on. Okay, these are made by DAEWOO Electricals, and they are true wireless Bluetooth fabric speakers. Apparently there are two 5-watt crystal clear speakers in this box. She said there was two different types of these ones and another generic brand, but she said she couldn't find anywhere on the box how long the batteries lasted or even what batteries were in it, whereas this one had it, and she looked at it and thought this was the best out of the two, so she went with this. Just to tell you, they have 1,200 mAh batteries built in, true wireless stereo sound, stylish fabric design, and you can use Bluetooth, USB, micro SD and auxiliary connections. And that's about it. Oh, hang on. Charge time from empty 3 to 4 hours, play time up to 5 hours runtime from a single charge. Okay, so it's got the normal safeguarding, then the general stuff that you get with these. So we'll ignore that for now, unless we need it. Okay, these feel quite nice actually, and they look quite nice. They look a lot more expensive than they were. These were about £12, I think, that's what she said. Okay, so it's DC charge, auxiliary, auxiliary, USB, and then micro SD. Yeah, and this one charges the exact same way. I wonder if they've got a splitter or if you have to use two separate. No, you have to use two separate USB. Okay, I will get these charging now, and then I will go off for a couple of days, couple of weeks, however long it takes me to do a proper review of these, and I will be back and I'll tell you how I've got on, basically. Okay, so we're about 2 weeks later and I've been playing with these on and off. I always have an earphone in, but when I'm to and fro in the house, I wanted something so I could have, let's say, a speaker in my room, a speaker in the kitchen or wherever, and then I could still listen. And it also meant that if I was listening to something and my wife wanted to listen to it, we could be in separate rooms and still listen to the same thing. However, I cannot get both these to connect. I can connect one or the other, not both. And I found that with a lot of these cheaper things, they won't allow you to connect both items. There are certain phones out there that will, because they allow for multiple Bluetooth connections. For example, this headset I'm wearing now, I've got two of them, and they act like one Bluetooth headset. I can have one on and listen to that without any problems, or I can have a second one on and it will automatically connect and it acts like just one. Then I've got left and right side sound. That's what this should do, but it doesn't. So basically I can listen to one in one room, and then if I go into another room I can press play on the other one and it will take over from the other one, but you know, you miss whatever's being said, etc. But let's go into more detail. Right, so the connectivity side of things, you know, connecting them both at the same time is a no-go. You may be able to. I've tried to connect it to various devices around the house and it won't allow me to. As I say, my headset that I'm wearing right now will connect both or one at a time, and it works perfectly, so it's not my phone that's not able to, but as I say, it's always the cheaper versions of these speakers. Right, the two most important things when you're doing anything audio based and Bluetooth based is connectivity, as in how good the Bluetooth is, and then the sound quality. Now, you'd think with something like this sized that we're going to be able to connect pretty much around the house. Now, various headsets I wear, I can literally leave my phone downstairs and go upstairs and still have connectivity. I sometimes lose a bit of signal at the bottom of the stairs, but by the time I'm sort of roughly above it, whatever, I can listen to it again. These, I literally cannot even walk out of the room without it losing signal. It's very disappointing. I can't even get to the door before we've got problems trying to connect. Let me show you a few other things. Right, let's connect this one. Okay, let's find some music. Right, this tune is amazing and I will link it in the description. Right, so we'll get rid of that because that's not it, but... that's on full blast. Not everyone's cup of tea, but just to demonstrate that the sound quality, I believe, is very, very good. I looked for some bassy music that was copyright free, and there is a lot of it, but some of it's questionable whether it is actually copyright free, so I did not want to put it on, but the sound quality of this is very good. As I say, the distance that you can be away from them is not very good. They were $9.99, so they were basically £5 each, as I said. And to buy a Bluetooth speaker nowadays, you're probably looking at about £6 or £7. So, if you're looking for just a Bluetooth speaker and you want one upstairs and one downstairs that you can just listen to at random, like, let's say, for example, you spend a lot of time in the kitchen, a lot of time in the bedroom, and you want to listen to audio or video or whatever, then you could have one of these downstairs, one of these upstairs, and then still be able to just swap between the two, turn one off, turn the other one off, on upstairs, and then you've basically got two potentially nice sounding speakers for the price of basically one good one. And as I say, the sound quality is good, the connectivity is not good, and the fact that I can only connect one at a time is also basically very misleading on the box. The battery life is actually pretty good. I've only charged them the once that I did at the beginning, and I've been flicking between the two, and we're still on the same charge. I've probably listened to it for, I'd say 4 hours, 5 hours in total from one or the other, you know. It could be ironic and I could be using the same one each time, I don't know. But just randomly I'll turn one on and I'll be in the kitchen cooking or whatever, and I'll just have one on. And because of the volume, it's quite good for when you're cooking, because you can still hear over all of the sounds of the cooking. So, in conclusion, these are okay. They're not obviously high grade, they're not the best you're going to buy, but as I say, for individuals, if you were to just have one downstairs, one upstairs, or one in different rooms, and you just turn them on as you need them, they're alright, and the sound quality is good. But as I say, the connectivity, not being able to connect between the two at the same time, and not having very far to be able to go from it, is a bit of an issue. It's more of like if you watch on your phone and you're sat at the table and you want some decent sound on, then I'd advise this. They're not expensive, so if you did decide you just want some cheap run-of-the-mill speakers, the sound quality is worth it. Other than that, I think it's up to you what you want them for, but do not buy them if you would like them both connecting to your phone or whatever at the same time, unless you know for a fact that these will connect both at the same time. Okay, I hope that's helped some of you out there make your decision on whether these are any good for you. If it has, like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. But anyway, I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.